Here we are in Indiana.
How did a piece from the Sgt. Pepper album cover make its way to Indiana into your hands as a collector?
Well, that's the passion of collecting, but I can tell you exactly. There was a book, 1996, it was called Lyle Collectibles book. And as I was paging through it, I've always been a Tony Curtis fan since day one. And I saw the cutout, and I saw it was sold in Sotheby's. And I told myself that if I had an opportunity to ever come across that Tony Curtis, I was going to get it, because I wanted to have something from the Sgt. Pepper era, and obviously a cutout from their photo session, and the Beatles are right in front of it and they're right behind it. It's the perfect collector's dream, and that's why I got it.
How did the photographer and artist create this image with so many heads?
They just took images possibly out of a magazine cover, and when they blew it up and they put it on this hardboard, and that's how they put the images in their background.
And do we know anything about how the art was bid on and how it got to New York?
Originally from Sotheby's, and it came to an auction company in New York. I saw it, I pursued it, I won it, and now it's sitting here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and we're talking about it today, which I'm quite proud of.
Where does Tony Curtis appear on the Sgt. Pepper album cover?
I think it's like maybe third row from the top, and maybe about 9 or 10 images over. But one thing about it is he circled it, so he knew where he was, which was to me his most important thing anyway. And I'll tell you another thing what I like to do too, just as a footnote. When I saw Tony, I went ahead, and he was in a movie called Don't Make Waves with Sharon Tate, and I had a set of lobby cards, and I had a poster, and I presented the poster and the lobby cards to him, and he was knocked out. He said, "You want me to sign all this?" I said, "No, this is a gift for you." You know, so what I've always tried to do, if I'm meeting a celebrity, I come with something else to give them as well.
What is the Lyle book, and how did you first learn about it?
I was in a bookstore, and I just saw that it had, it said Lyle Book of Rock and Roll and Movie Memorabilia Collectibles, and it was like a magnet. And I said, yeah, I want this book. And as I went through it, and obviously I've collected for a long, long time, I actually found items that I used to own that were in there, which was really flattering, quite cool actually. But the certain page I turned over, and I saw the Tony Curtis cutout. And when I saw the Tony Curtis cutout, I said to myself, you know what, that could travel one day, and I may end up getting it. And I was hoping for it, and that's what I did. But the only ironic thing about this is that who is the author of the book? And it's believe it or not, it's Anthony Curtis.
Is it any relation?
No, but it's awful good karma.
We will show you how an item from this album cover reached into the life of a collector in the United States, and how he spoke with the Hollywood legend Tony Curtis.